Hi guys, right, okay, so one of the things that I just want to mention is something that I think everyone struggles with. Certainly a lot of people I meet struggle with, and it's about goals. This is such a big thing for people because they don't know what they want to achieve, and you may have heard me say this many times before that, do you know, people often say that life's not going according to plan. But they've never got a plan. They haven't got a plan for how their life should be. They haven't got a plan for the house that they want, the car that they want to drive, the money in the bank, the relationship. Nothing really. They're just kind of following through on what society's plan should be. And the biggest issue when I sit down with people, it's like, well, what do you want to be remembered for? What is it that you're here to do? Who are you serving? Who are you contributing towards? What's your end game? Why are you doing all this? And people just don't have that clarity. They don't have the ideas. They don't know why. And it comes down to goals. And if you want to achieve anything in life, you've got to have a goal to do this. But the important thing is that you need to flesh it out. You need to spend time developing this. And what I look at with the goals is something that's personal to you. A lot of the time you're following up on someone else's goal, and you're never going to commit to a goal that's not yours. And let me give you an example. So a lot of the times you'll say to people, how much money do you want to earn? What's your goal? And the response, you probably know what this is going to be. I want 1 million. I want to earn £1 million. But that's not your goal. You ask your dad what he wanted to earn when he was your age, and he would probably say £1 million. Ask his dad, and it would probably be £1 million. But £1 million 100 years ago, or 70 years ago, or 50 years ago is completely different to what £1 million looks like today. So it's not your goal. It's not something that's belonging to you. And the thing with the goal, what you've got to look at is, at the minute, you are getting everything in life that you must have. It's not about you saying that I've not wanted this. It's not what I must have at all because I've not got enough money. I must have more money, or it's not the lifestyle that I want. I must have a better lifestyle. But right now, everything you've got, you're completely comfortable with. Because if you wasn't, you would be doing something to change it. And I know that it's easy to say that, but it's so true. If you wasn't happy with what you've got, to a degree, you would do something to change it. You'd put yourself in such an agitated state that you'd make that decision and you'd go out and you'd change it. That's a fact. We know this is true. So what you've got to do is you've got to look at how you can change your must. Get your must higher. I'm not talking about saying that you should do this or you should do this. In fact, I heard someone say that a lot of the time there's a lot of shoulds and you just should all over yourself, which I think is quite cool. And I can't remember who said it, but I did hear that recently and I quite liked it. So I'm going to steal it. Stop shoulding all over yourself. I should have made more phone calls. I should have gone to the gym. I should have not cancelled that meeting or make that meeting or do more of this. So what we've got to do is we've got to look at what your goals are. And there's a few techniques and a few different things that you can do to kind of get your goals flowing. And you've got to look at what's your personal goals. What is it that you're going to look to do to better you? Is it mindset? Is it more meditation? Is it getting a skill? Is it developing a skill? Is it looking at something that you're really, really kind of passionate about, what you've not got much knowledge on, and developing that skill to the next level or finding out more about that. And on a personal level, you need to be able to invest that time into yourself. Block that time out. If it's just 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes, whatever it is, take that time, put it in your calendar, put it in your diary, make it as an appointment. It's an appointment with yourself. An appointment with yourself. And make sure that you research, you look into it, you develop it. You need to be putting that time into personal development for you. The second side is to look at your career or your business or economics. What is it that you want to actually develop and grow there? What's your goals? Is it that you want to advance your career? Is it that you want to take your business to the next level? Just sitting around waiting for your business to grow on itself is not going to happen. You need to have a plan. You need to have a goal. So spend some time, again, block that time out and make sure that you focus on there, you research, you develop, you write, you doodle, whatever it is, you need to spend that time to do this. Then you look at like the other areas of your life as well. So you look at like what you want. Is it watches? Is it pens? Is it cars, or is it property? So like for me, part of my goal is I want to be 10 million in debt. Yeah, that's right, 10 million in debt. That just sounds ridiculous to say it. But what 10 million in debt looks like for me is 100 properties. It's 100 buy-to-let properties, and that's part of what my goal is I want to buy more buy-to-lets. I've got a small portfolio right now, and I want to have a large portfolio. So part of that is that I know that I have to do that, and I've got to focus on there. It's not necessarily a toy, but it's something that is a goal that's not related to my business or to me on a personal level. It could be that you want to get a new watch. You want to spend £6,000 on a nice Breitling, or you want to go and buy that £3,500 tag, or that £10,000 Rolex. It could be a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It could be a Porsche. It might be a yacht. Is it a boat? It could be anything. But you need to have these goals down. Write them down, get them in place, and it's something that you can then look to focus on as well. And then what's your contribution goals? What is it that you're going to give back? Because there's a saying that those who give the most receive the most. And this is one of the things that you've got to do. You've got to contribute to people. You've got to help other people. Share the stuff that you've got. The knowledge that you have, give it away. Give it to people. Help people. Contribute to others. There are 4 real good areas that you can work on to develop your career or your business, to look at the toys and adventure things that you want, and also your contribution. Then you need to actually sit down and do this, and this is the hardest part for us, and that's why it's important you need to block it out of your diary. Get them goals rock solid, get your pen, get your paper, and just write. Don't think too much about it, just uncensor it. Be a kid. You don't need to put filters in place. Just keep on writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. And, start small. Start just spending 5 minutes first. Just get yourself in that habit of doing it. Write them goals. Then you need to add that timeline onto it. When are you going to do it? When are you going to achieve it by? Give that urgency behind it. Give it that push. Real quick video, 6 minutes, that's probably the normal full length time that we usually do, but I just wanted to get these goals across because I know so many people really struggle with these areas of their life, and the business, the life, the toys, people just don't know how to get the goals right, and it's something that we have to learn if we want to really master everything in our life and business and careers. And what we want to do? We need to have that goal in place. What I'm going to probably look to do is see about putting on whether it's mini seminars or mini workshops, and I'll probably maybe travel around a little bit, and maybe just Yorkshire to start with, see if we can go further afield after that. I don't really know, but it might be quite cool to put these little workshops together, but how you can actually get the goals, then the strategies that you need to apply to make the goals work, and then creating the right story behind all this. There's lots of things that we could look to do on this, but I might do that. Just come to me now. That's one of my goals. There we go. Guys, have a good day. Let me know how you get on. Tweet me at Jon_Covey. As always, it's John without the H. Or if there's anything else that you need, head over to my website, joncovey.com, and just let's be chat. Just talk to me. Have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.